Hello guys, currently in Paisley. Hopefully my good run of former CXs proves quite strong here, because there's a lot of stuff I want. Welcome to PS Too Many Games.
PS Too Many Games.
Hello guys, welcome to an episode of PS Too Many Games. We're back in the games room. A very good 2 weeks in Scotland, but it's good to be home. It really is good to be home. Not raining. Before we go any further, I do have a sore throat. Everyone's getting sore throats at the moment. It's that time of year where it's getting colder and we get caught out. So if I sound a bit rough, that's the reason. What is actually, well, it might be noticeably different to you. I don't think you can tell at the moment, but new phone, upgrade. So we are now rocking a 2-camera system. Old phone on my right, new phone in front. So hopefully Dave is reasonably decent at this, because this is actually the start of what hopefully will be a 2-camera setup. Now obviously this is the background you see usually. Swing it in a little bit to the middle. This is more the back of the room. As you can see, corner there, that is the main stand. I would do it that way, but that's when the window is, and it just doesn't look right. So more of a better setup. This camera's a little lower, so you can see things I'm holding up here rather than that one. But hopefully this will be a much better viewing experience. Plus my microphone does not work on this new phone because the connection for the microphone is different. And this phone, the connection, the charging port is starting to fail. Consequently, that means the connection for the microphone is also failing. So we'll see how long this phone lasts, but if I play my cards right, I can make it last a good year. And I want to see the 2-camera setup makes the channel better. And also for like CX roulettes, where obviously one camera on me, one camera looking at the game. I've always wanted to do that setup, and I now have the ability to do so. So this is a personal upgrade for the channel. Anyway, let's start talking about...
You really are the most devious bastard in...
Paisley. Paisley, Scotland. Paisley is just basically southwest of Glasgow, but it's right next door to it. It's literally... Glasgow's here, Paisley's just about there. So, like, less than 10 miles maybe. So basically it's like Glasgow light. And you immediately smelt it, because when I got out the car, immediate smell of marijuana. And I'm not joking. Dave's going to have a pain in the arse editing this one. Yeah, strong drug smell in Paisley. The first and only town I had a strong drug smell in, which is hilarious really, because I went to a lot of towns and a lot of places. So, Paisley, most drug town I went to.
Drugs? Everything is drugs. Banana made of drugs. Monkey made of drugs. Look, All market made of drugs.
I'd like to buy this.
Only American money. Our money is made of drugs.
I will say I went to Paisley to get a lot of things. A lot of things I turned down. I mean, there was like 3 different box N64 games I wanted, and I said no to all 3 of them because they all had different issues. The boxes was just not that great, and quite frankly, some of the quality wasn't there. So if you're going for like quality stuff, it's not Paisley. Good customer service though, great customer service. We did pick up 3 things, 1 PS2 game, so yeah, and actually a reasonably decent PS2 game. So I've been told, but we shall see. Anyway, future. So obviously very shortly I'll be doing a double episode on Forgotten Worlds. Fantastic store, by the way. I'm basically going to do 1 episode for PS2, 1 episode for N64, and maybe a 3rd episode of showing off the actual place itself. Maybe. Depends how I feel, depends how much time I've got on my hands. And at the moment, there's not much time. I've got to get used to this setup because I just want to keep looking at different cameras. And at the moment, I'm fucking with Dave right now. But this is going to be the main camera, Dave. We're looking in front. There's always been the main camera because it's the newest phone. And that's just a backup camera. Already on the side of this camera where I'm standing, you can only see a little bit to my right there, a little bit like. That's because the camera's next to. I haven't got a second camera stand, so this camera's got a little lean on it right now. But at the moment, the lean's it's manageable, so that's about good. Oh, good lord. 2 years until I get another phone. So this one better do a good job, because this one gave me issues. Multiple times I had to upgrade the audio because that one just failed. iPhones aren't built to last. They're really not. Trust me. Regarding the other games room, which I'm going to use for the N64 room, I'm starting to get enough stock where I'm actually going to be able to start filming there shortly, but it's going to be like in the corner against the wall, because the room is massive. Obviously, the room was built for my original collection of like 1,000 games. So it's built for a lot of stock, and we haven't got that much yet, and I've got to get a few stands, so start the film in there maybe hopefully in the next month or so, when it actually looks half decent. This took a long time to like mold and create and make it my own. Now it's just a white wall. I'm joking, it's a lovely wall. You need to change that, by the way, because that's like 1884 now. And we're very close to 1900 now. Very close to 1900 games. So still making rapid progress. For those of you who might have listened last time, yes, I've pretty much planned the rest of the year out already. Going quite big at Christmas. Bound to fail, but we have some fun doing it. So basically the rest of this month and a bit of October will be like just finishing up Scotland. Then a few like small in-between videos there. Nothing major. Then I hope to get my 2 piles set aside by fellow YouTubers and fans in November. And some of November I'm going to basically start preparing for December, because I've got a bit ambitious. Ambition, not always gone well for this channel. But you got to try. If you don't try, what's the fucking point? Honestly, you got to try and make things better. You really have. I mean, I'm trying. Maybe failing though. We're going to throw a commercial break in now. We're going to go through the 3 items I got from Paisley CEX. On the whole, Paisley was all right. Nothing special. To be fair, Motherwell's always been the best CEX I went to in Scotland. Easily the best one by far. Anyway, I'll see you on the other side of this commercial break. And we have returned. I've still got to get quite used to this new setup. 3 items, as I stated, from Paisley. I've got the giggles today. It's interesting having the giggles when you've got a sore throat, because you want to laugh harder, but you actually can't, because no sound comes out. What a colossal pisser. Anyway, as you know, obviously from the first store,
Falkirk.
we picked up a bright yellow N64 controller. Apparently untested. I ain't tested it yet, but obviously with receipts you can just get full refund back inside 2 years. So it was worth a risk. We got 2 more controllers. I'm going to try and get the multicolored ones, but like all the different ones. But first one, the black one. The very, very black N64 controller. Had to wipe this quite a bit because there was what I would call hand guns. For those who don't understand what that means, this has probably been played quite strongly and used quite well, and there was still like leftover hand guns in between the buttons, which is fucking nasty, I tell you now. But after a reasonably decent clean, it's a lot better than it was. But yeah, it's been used well, so I'm curious to see if this actually works. But it seems to be in good condition. I mean, all the buttons actually go up and down. I will say, out of the 3 controllers I've used, I can tell it's been used the most because the L and R buttons do not, like, you can barely hear that, right? Well, the other controller I've got, you get much more like pressing ability. This has been played very well, so if this doesn't work, I'll be not entirely shocked, but I had to put it at risk, and it's black one's not that common. It really isn't that common. So happy to pick this up from Paisley. So second item, also I mentioned the second controller. It's the gold one. It's the bright ass gold one. This is in much better condition. No gunk, which means it wasn't used that much, or someone has maintained it quite well. It's always weird to see made in China in like late 90s Nintendo games, especially when it comes to Japan. It's like Japanese stuff made in China feels wrong. In the late 90s it does. Gotta love the quote-unquote authentic sticker. Original, authentic, genuine. Which the other one does not have. Oh, good lord. This is real, I can tell it's real. I mean, the buttons are in shockingly good condition. The only one that's not, this seems a bit stiff compared to the other one. So this, the middle, I call it the C stick or the Z stick, whatever you call it, the circle stick. That feels like it's been used quite a bit. So, and this is probably the most common thing that broke on N64 controllers because of constant use. I mean, if some people like watch like Super Mario 64 speed runs, like people who run like Super Mario 64 go through so many of these controllers because of this, because they're just constantly using it, and it's just, these only last so much long. They just don't last that long, to be honest. But now we've got gold, black, blue, yellow, and original grey. So that's 5 different colours. That's not bad. Boxed N64 controllers aren't that rare. I've seen a couple at like gaming markets. Usually the yellow one, by the way. So if I get some boxed N64 controllers, that would be awesome, because as much as I love like the PS2 boxed like sealed stuff, they're not really boxed like plastic sleeves. Where this is, everything that is boxed N64 is a fucking box. I can't emphasize it enough, and trust me, you'll be seeing some box stuff from Forgotten Worlds very shortly in the next few weeks. The actual only game I bought in the PS2 game is a not rarity, but it costs £35, so it's getting there. Tactical RPG, part of the Tactics series, Sudoku Tactics. First of all, it's actually in shockingly good condition. As you see, £35 paid. Made by Konami. So, and I never played the I think I'm just gonna say, I think it's Psychoden. I can't pronounce it. I'm struggling. Psychoden. We'll go with Psychoden. The Psychoden franchise, at least 3 on the PS2. We own 2, I believe, and one of them will be with us very shortly. I've never been into I've never actually played a hard tactics game, and that's basically like a chess piece board where you move like turn-based move, like turn. You just constantly moving and get into battle, like hard RPG tactical warfare. Never been a massive fan of that, but I've heard there's some good games. There's some good Final Fantasy ones, obviously this one, other tactical games, but I've never actually played one of them, so I can't really give a genuine opinion on this. Obviously the mail comes with manual. Without manual, there'll be no way. Just gonna show that there. And the disc is actually not bad. give that a bit of a wipe. Yeah. I've seen better, but I've seen worse. And at this point, with certain games, you can't really pick or choose. We bought worse. We bought worse, but it will do. It'll certainly play. So once again, no one take that off the list, if you will. So yes, so all CX we went to: Falkirk, Cumbernauld, Motherwell, Livingston, Dunfermline, and
Tucson, Arizona.
Paisley's probably in the top 3. Motherwell's by far the best one. By far. Then the others kind of like fight it out for second spot. It's kind of hard really, because Paisley's quality control was not good, so I can't put that in second. Dunfermline's quality control wasn't that great either. Nor was Livingston's. Cumbernauld, I wanted to get a Cumbernauld, but that wasn't in great condition either. But Cumbernaulds customer service was actually pretty good. So I can't believe I'm saying this, but Cumbernauld was probably the second best one I went to, and the rest of them just like fight it out between for like 3rd place. No one remembers the bronze medal. They really don't. Bronze medal is kind of one of those things. Unless you're a really tiny nation, it's like, we came 3rd! No one remembers the bronze medal. But 6 CXs in 2 weeks is actually shockingly good going for the channel. I mean, there's been some months where we've only been to 1. And Norfolk's not a place for CXs. We've got like 3, maybe 4 at a push. So it was nice going to Scotland doing this. But obviously the main event will be coming up with Forgotten Worlds. And then we can finally move away from Scotland. And it's going to be quite a while, and I mean maybe years, before I go back to Scotland. Dave fucking hates me right now because I keep cutting to different camera shots for my eyeballs, and he's got this keep going with it. Oh my god. So basically, we did shockingly well from CX in Scotland. Thank God, because it could have been terrible. That's it for this episode. Please comment, like, subscribe. Maybe a bit of a hype.
We don't get hype, we stay hype. You know it, bro.
Apparently not everybody's down with this.
You gotta be kidding me.
Leave it to these 2 derelicts to ruin a beautiful, powerful moment.
The hype system's not for me, I don't think. Maybe it will be, but at the moment it's just terrible. Honesty is the best policy. So I don't know which all of the episodes are going to come out in, because we always put some effort in the episodes, but we're going to put quite a bit of effort into the Forgotten Worlds episode. So sometime October, early October, because there's a couple of things I want to speak about. I mentioned a couple of times that I need to do an episode just basically describing the month and a half in August where things were up in the air with certain things in my life. And I'll be honest about that. So we'll get to that when we get to that. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you have a good rest of the day. I'll see you both. I'll see you both later. For fuck's sake. I'll see you all later. Have a good evening. Bye.